Hey, it's Michelle, the multitasking mom, and I have been wanting to figure out how to share my story without rambling, and I'm having anxiety about it, so I decided that if I stop everything I'm doing while I'm making lunch and make a video, my dogs are barking, I don't have any skincare on, I'm in my PJ top still, that I can maybe get this done. So my son at 5 years old had been failure to thrive every single time we've ever been to the pediatrician. And they always just did the same thing. Here's these, insures or whatever for pediatrics, and have him drink them and he'll start gaining weight and he'll feel better. Okay, fine. So he won't drink them. He won't take them. And just every year or whatever at his appointment, that was the goal. And every year I would tell him he's not going to drink these. And they just never cared. So he ends up with a stomach flu on August of 2020. And it ends up putting him in the hospital because he was so dehydrated. And from August 2020 until May 2021, he was in basically daily pain and nausea. He ended up in the hospital again, and the doctors did every test they could think of. They couldn't find anything. We tried some over-the-counter meds. They either didn't work or he threw them up, including probiotics. Again, just either over-the-counter prescription medications, all the different things that the doctors did. We had his pediatrician tell me he was faking it. We had his, they kept going to where he's autistic, and I'm not saying that's wrong, right or wrong or anything else, but they were not listening to me that there is something wrong with his stomach. Like, I will deal with everything else, but please make his stomach better. Like, I need my son to eat. You guys telling me he's failure to thrive, he won't eat. Now his stomach, he can't eat. Like, help me, right? Help me. And I would literally start every conversation with, I need your help. And it cannot just be drink these protein kid shakes that he's not going to drink. So my health coach reached out to me. She happens to be someone I have known for a long time, and she has had success with her Plexus product. She's been with Plexus for 6 years. And I'll be honest, she reached out to me before this too. And at the time I was like, no. He threw up probiotics. I'm not doing that to him again. He's already not feeling well. I'm not going to give him another medication that is going to make him feel sick. And I looked at it as a medication because that is what his doctor prescribed to him. I'm not doing it, right? So fast forward, months and months later, she reaches out again. Can I ask you some questions? Tell me about his symptoms. What's going on? And it's not that she probably didn't try that before. I wanted nothing. I was not receptive, not having it, didn't want to hear it, couldn't do it. As a stressed out, anxiety-filled mom with the son being sick every day, all day, and I just couldn't do it. So I finally was like, I'm desperate. If this is what he needs and it makes him throw up, how is it any different than where we're at now, right? So she explained too the difference, that it's, a synthetic over-the-counter supplement versus these all natural, bioavailable products that your body can actually process, that it wants to make naturally, that it wants to have you giving it to it if you're in your diet. It wants you to eat, it wants you to get it through nutrition, but when you don't, and you get it in the most natural, most bioavailable form, the body is better equipped to handle it and process it and start taking the good out of it and using it to help it start thriving. So I realized that failure to thrive simply meant that he was not thriving. It didn't mean I was failing as a mom. It didn't mean he was somehow failing as a child who needs to be eating. It meant that he was not thriving. He was instead barely surviving because he was getting so dehydrated and so malnourished because he didn't feel good enough to eat. And in all this journey, I think that was really the problem all along. It's just that this particular stomach flu blew his microbiome out, and we can discuss that on a whole other place. But that's what, instead of trying to fix the symptom, the nausea and the pain, my health coach reached out and said, let's fix the root cause. Let's fix his gut health. And so here I am, almost crying, telling you this because not only did it fix my son's gut health, he is now not in daily pain and nauseous, but he is thriving. Is his weight there yet? We're still in the beginning of our story. We're only 3 months into our journey of fixing his gut health, and then in turn, now we need to fix his hydration, his nutrition, his movement, and his mindset. So even at 6 years old, he wants this for himself because he can even see the difference in being sick on the couch all day long to being able to go swimming and running and playing and Cub Scouting and all the things. And this is no longer a short video. So he now has daily energy. His smile is completely different. He's yammering on about something that I'll go check on in a minute. And he's able to hydrate now because he can keep stuff in his belly, because he can even want to put something in his mouth, knowing that it may not hurt him as soon as it hits his belly. Because I think that's why he wouldn't eat, because he knew that after he did, he would feel worse. So from the bottom of my heart, I know my health coach will likely see this, and I can't thank her enough. And I want, if you are going through this for yourself or your children or someone that you love, reach out to me. Me and my team are here to help you and your loved ones feel better. And we want to know the root cause so we can help you start healing from the inside out. That is all I want you to know, and that's all I want to say. And I appreciate you listening to my story, and I hope that at some point it will reach one person that it could help, and I will feel like I've paid it forward, because Brett is my health coach, and she saved my son, and now we're working on my weight journey, and that's a whole nother video that we'll do, but we're working on my journey to my getting healthier. Thanks for watching.